Seems like all the changes, it seems like things are not getting better. The Bible says don't get weary in doing the right thing. Your family may be off doing the wrong thing, your friends may be off doing the wrong thing, everybody else may be making their own decisions, and you may be telling yourself, I've always tried to do what's right. I've always tried to be right by people. I've always tried to be honest and pure and clean and whatever. And I try to do all these things, and what do I get? I get people who betray me. I get people who do me wrong. I got things that shut down on me. And you know what some people do? They succumb to the evil that's around them. The Bible says don't get weary in doing good. Even when everybody else falls down, even when everybody else does you wrong or stabs you in the back, when everybody else is not honest, and now you're the only one standing and you're the only one honest. The Bible says don't get weary in being the good one. I call it the good son syndrome. The good son syndrome happens in many families, where you have about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 brothers and sisters, and all other brothers and sisters are doing their own thing. They break the rules. They don't come in when they're supposed to. But you got that one child. You got that one child that all, yes ma'am, no, I like broccoli. I like peas. I want to do bedtime is at 9. I'm going to bed at 8:45 because I want a good night rest. They come with straight A's and they have it on the honor roll and they're doing everything right. It's the bad ones that seem to get the attention. Seem like the bad ones, the parents are always concerned. Say, hey, I made an honor roll again. That's good, baby. What did you make? I made a C. Oh, good, you made a C. And the good son is over here, the good daughter is over here saying, I'm realizing that my good behavior is not really, my good behavior is causing me to be lonely. Matter of fact, my good behavior causes people to overlook me. Because I realized he got suspended 3 times, and then she got kicked out, and it seems like everybody's so focused. And if they do a little thing right, they want to throw a party and get some cake because they did something a little bit right. But I've been doing that for years. So you got to understand, the Bible says, God is saying, listen, I see you. Don't get weary. Some of you get weary. Some of you say, listen, I'm trying to sustain myself. I'm not getting drunk anymore. I'm not sleeping around. I don't go to clubs no more. I'm keeping pure. I don't go to places. I don't watch certain things. I try to watch my language. I'm trying to live like a Christian. I'm trying to be what's right. And it seems like everybody else who wilding out. They getting a promotion. They getting married. They getting raises. They advancing. They look like they really having fun. And I'm trying to hold on because I know my change is going to come. Right? I know my train, they tell me stay at the station. Don't leave the station because if you be holy, you be righteous, you be clean, then your train going to take you to glory. But I see everybody else on motorheads and jumping in other vehicles, and it would feel like my train a little late. And sometimes it causes you to be lonely when you're doing the right thing, because you're trying to sow good seeds, and you're not just trying to do you and live your life and have fun. For in due season, there is a season that is coming. All that good that you've been doing, that faithfulness, that uprightness, and you've been praying and you've been consistent, don't give up, don't let go, because your season is coming. The problem is God will not email you when your season is coming. And oh, how sad it would be if you decided to just take a break and do your own thing. And it's at that moment when your season comes. And you said, man, I just missed my opportunity. And oh, how sad for some of us, that some of us have missed opportunities and we didn't even know it because we were not where we were supposed to be. And by the time you came back to the Lord, or by the time you woke up and realized that this isn't the life, you actually have no idea what just passed you by. We all have, he says, in due season. There's a reason why sometimes God will delay that train from coming. You don't even know what's on the train. The only thing that you see is what's going on around everybody else. My faithfulness can be tied into your behavior. And my relationship with God can be connected to how the world sees God. Because what? Sometimes you have to stand alone. that Jesus stood alone on that cross. They asked him to come down, but he said, no, because in due season. And it wasn't one day, it wasn't 2 days, but on the 3rd day, in due season, when the dawn broke, and Jesus arose, that was the season that changed everything.